about detoxing tea, but in a very different way. We're going to be talking about creating your own tea blend, as well as messaging with your product. Hello, Selena from teas.com.au and Impero. So yeah, today you're not going to be seeing my face, but instead you're seeing my screen. And here we have the detoxing section of our products. So just in case you're wondering where that is, if you scroll right down, here's a shortcut that actually makes it the easiest for you. So click on detoxing tea and you will come to this page here. Now the prices here, just ignore them, they are just retail prices. What I want to show you though is a couple of things. Firstly is that it's actually around Easter time right now. It's actually early March. And the reason why we're actually promoting detoxing tea is basically saying that, hey, around Easter you eat a lot of hot cross buns and chocolates and things like that. Yes, you had your fill and more, and it's time to detox. So often these days detox is associated with weight loss, but really if you go back to some of the detoxing tea that were created originally, it's really more about getting rid of the rubbish inside the body. And yes, you have got the added benefit of weight loss or weight management, but here we're really talking about getting rid of some of the yucky stuff that you had, which is a little bit too much. So if you could see that a product can be actually marketed differently just depending on the narrative that you choose to go along with the theme. And of course, if you look at Easter, you could also think about, say for example, chocolate tea as a healthier alternative to eating a lot of chocolate eggs. Here we're talking about detox tea. So let me dive into it. We're going to have a look at a couple of them in particular. And you may have come across some of these already if you have spoken to me about detoxing tea. Now, the thing about functional tea is that it would be lovely that it does its job, but it would be even better and more likely to be profitable for you if it is actually doing a job and it tastes good, so that people actually will drink it again and again. And that is something that we're very mindful of. I mean, we're trying to make the tea look nice as well as taste good and doing the job. So for example, the Bright Balance Detox and Calm Beauty, some of you might have already spoken to me about detox tea, and you will notice that I actually really promote these two tea because we have worked with our herbalist to say, okay, it got to do its job as a detox tea, but also it has to look good and tastes nice. Now, Bright Balance Detox is a green tea based detox tea, and Calm Beauty is a floral herbal tea that you can drink while you sleep and your body is trying to do the detox stuff. So they have got slightly different angle to the whole thing about detox. And also they have got some of the herbs that been asked a lot for in terms of creating a detox blend. Let's start with Bright Balance Detox. And Bright Balance Detox, as I mentioned, is a green tea based tea, and also it has got whole pieces, lemongrass, wuizi or Schisandra berries. Let me click onto the ingredients so you can also look here. So lemongrass, dandelion root, whole, wolfberry, acai, green tea. So it's got quite a few of those things that people are in love with these days in their green tea, in their detox tea. And it helps, some of the customers actually prefer to buy something that has got ingredients that is already familiar with them. They might have already come across acai from reading some superfood stuff, and green tea certainly has been well known and associated with weight loss and detox. So some of these are going to create that familiarity for them. And at the same time, you can introduce some of the slightly maybe exotic ingredients, such as the whole in this case, the big red pieces that look like discs here are actually the whole pieces that Chinese use a lot, not to be confused with hawthorn berries. So yeah, they gives the tea much nicer tart taste with the lemongrass, and it's really nice cold as well. You can drink it quite like normal. So that's the other thing when you create a detox blend, or create something that you want people to drink again and again, even though it's for a functional reason that they're drinking it. you need to see how you can actually make it easier for them to create the habit. And drinking something bitter, nasty, it's going to be a lot harder for them to build that habit. So this is a really nice way to, to help people to build that habit, to sustain it, to continue it. So this is a really nice tea that is, again, you have different ways that you can market it. You can say, hey, it tastes great, ice as well in summer, and it's got a nice tangy taste, which a lot of girly likes. So yeah, you can definitely look at it from that angle. Now, Calm Beauty, on the other hand, is a much more floral, softer type of blend. And we went to a herbalist with this request that we get quite a lot, and that is, do you have a detox tea that people can drink, and they can actually enjoy the benefit of detoxing while they sleep? Just FYI, I mean, some of the detoxing blends out there are very caustic to the body. It actually, sends you to, sort of diarrhea and, other forms of bodily discomfort, just so that you can purge all that crap out. And I get that approach, but I really don't agree with that approach. So the teas that we have made with our herbalist, our herbalist is the same as well. Let's nurture the body at the same time. We're not trying, to send people to the toilet 5 times more than they normally would, just so that they can lose the weight. Thus, these blends that we created is very nourishing, as well as, helping to create the function that, that health goals that you want. So here we've got licorice, chamomile, orange lotus leaf, lavender, nutmeg, rose. So it's essentially a fairly floral taste tea. And like, for example, chamomile is well known for relaxing. A lot of people do drink it before bed. And adding, again, some exotic elements like lotus leaves, which is actually really well known for reducing water retention in China. Things like that will actually help, again, to breach that barrier that some customer will kind of go, oh, lotus leaf, yeah. But they see chamomile, they see licorice, they see lavender, they see rose. Some of the things that is quite regularly featured in tea. So it's a lot easier for them to feel comfortable trying it out. It's important to really have a think about, your market. Because, for example, let's just say you're actually aiming for the male market. Then you might look at, more robust tasting teas such as the Mandarin Pu'er or the matcha. Versus if you are aiming for more of the younger female group, then Bright Balance Detox and Calm Beauty might be better. And don't forget, you can also buy our tea and change the name so that you can actually have names that really lock in that emotional space with your customers. So I hope this video is helpful for you to create your own blend and think about the how you can put together your blend to make it easier for your customers to try it out. And don't forget, of course, we can also help you putting together your private label tea and your custom tea blend as well. So if you need some help, you know where to find us, teas.com.au. Take care.